Can we have another big warm round of applause for the Carousel Ring Girls and the Unif Choir? This international lightweight fight is fought under the auspices of the South African National Boxing Control Commission. Its acting chairman and ring physician, Dr. Peter Natane. Also the executive director, Mr. Stanley Christodoulou. And for the IBF, the supervisor ringside, Benedetto Montello from Italy, and the South African representative, Mr. Kivitz. Our judges, in front of me, Richard Villani from San Marino, Italy. Our lady judge here this evening from the United States, Deborah Barnes. And from South Africa, Lulamo Mtia from South Africa, as I said. Our referee this evening, Mr. Roberto Ramirez from Puerto Rico. Ladies and gentlemen, 12 rounds of boxing to follow for the IBF lightweight title. Introducing the principals, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing the red, white and blue trunks, weighing at 61.16 kilograms. His fight record, 26 fights, 22 wins and 4 losses. From the United States of America, John Lark. His opponent this evening, wearing the white and blue trunks, weighing in at 60.4 kilograms. His fight record, 23 fights, 23 wins. Hailing from South Africa, Philip Holiday.
Title fight, you know your job, do your job, okay? Very good.
Well, here we go. The IBF World Lightweight title fight. Philip Holiday making defense number 2 and a mandatory one at that against John Lark from the United States. Calling to you tonight, I'm Leonard Neal, with me at ringside from the United States, Bob Spagnola.
Here we have it, the fight everybody's been waiting for. You got to feel for Philip Holiday. He fights, wins the championship from Miguel Julio in a fight nobody figures him for, and immediately he doesn't get any optional defenses. He's got to come right in and face mandatory challenger and big puncher John Lark.
Yes, I don't think many people at home here in South Africa are really giving Philip full credit for that victory against Julio. A lot of people thought that his actual rating was a bit false, but all 4 organizations in the world, the top 4, rated him number 1. Philip took him to pieces in a very clinical manner, and I think he deserved the praise and not condemnation that some people gave him. This is a good little champion.
And we have to remember that our own Oscar De La Hoya, our golden boy from the United States, refused to fight Julio from his advanced billing. And that was a spot that Philip Holiday took advantage of.
Of course, John Lark is the man who fell victim to Julio's punching at one stage, but he's come right back. He's here as the number 1 contender, mainly because of that booming right-hand punch of his.
That's right, but this is Styles making fights. Lark is the fighter here. It's considered the puncher. Holiday's the one with the busy work rate as they get into a scrap here early on. Holiday working the body, Lark complaining to the ref.
Because Holiday gets in close, and when he balls and his head does come in collision sometimes, gets onto a collision course, but
this is the contrast of these two styles. Holiday wants to be on the inside working his hands, and John wants to be on the outside cracking those big punches.
Okay, break.
Holiday not so impressive in his first defense against Ray Martinez, but then Martinez wouldn't make a fight of it. You can't come out shining when the other guy's doing the running. But John Lark is certainly not doing any running. He's right there in front of Holiday, and he's willing to make a fight for it. He's come here to try and take that title away. You can see that.
Good work rate by Philip Holiday thus far in the fight. He's the one doing the punching here, moving his hands.
Okay, break. That's it.
It's hard for these fights to live up to their advanced billing sometimes, but something tells me we're going to get a really good one in here tonight.
Well, there's two young guys, both prepared to stand up there and fight. That's going to make a winning one of it, because Holiday likes nothing better than the man who will be there when he gets busy. And Holiday is a very busy fighter. He throws punches from all angles. He bores, and he's a real buzzsaw type fighter. I think he's got one of the best buttocks in the business, but he also has a very good potent overhand right. Quiet opening round, not a great deal in it, but we'll go into the corners and hear what they've got to say.
A little tentative, that's all. This is easy, deep breath. This kid's wide open for right hands. Wide open for right hands. Come over the jab. Relax, breathe deep, come on. All you need to do is relax in there. You don't want it out. You know what I mean?
That's around. This way, you gotta keep on moving around. Okay. Being fun. Keep your hands up, stay compact. You gotta roll. Get close with your feet, and then when you get close, you whack the body. All I want you to do is hit that body flex.
Okay, second round.
I think Harold Ulrich giving the kind of advice that's needed, because the way Holiday beat Julio was to keep him there, as I said, like a postage stamp on an envelope. He didn't let it give him any room to move at all. And that's what he's got to do against Lark, because Lark has got that good right-hand punch, and he'll let it go if the opportunity comes.
Good advice in both corners. We weren't ready to Holiday in the first round, really. Obviously, he won.
Hey,
he was doing all the punches.
Okay, watch your head, huh?
Now, referee Romero saying, watch your head.
Well, I mean, that's just Phillips' fight. You know, he's not a billy goat. He's coming in with his chin tucked down to the top of his head. There, Lark tries a double right hand, and Holiday slips it past, but it's a contrast of style.
It's all right.
Holiday's working that free hand, and he absolutely should be allowed to. Lark's grabbing him behind the head immediately, looking for the referee to break him. Holiday's working the free hand.
Hey, next time I'm going to take that. Don't use it, huh?
Okay. Warning Holiday, next time I'm going to take points off you if you use your head like that. Do you think Holiday's using the head deliberately, or is it just the clashes they come in?
That's his style, and John is holding the minute that they get close to each other. I mean, if Philip can't come and work the inside, put his head on Lark's chest, he can't fight. That's his fight, and the referee be taking him out of it. He doesn't want to fight John Lark on the outside here. That's not his fight. It's an unfair advantage.
Yeah, Lark is doing quite a lot of the close-range holding.
But what John Lark wants to do is he wants to punch from the outside. Nice combination by Holiday. But once they get in the inside, he wants to wrap him up and wait for the referee to do his job.
That's what he's doing. And now Holiday's told to keep your punches up, but a couple of the good ones did go through over the top. And he's landed some nice shots, short-range shots on Lark. I don't think Lark's too happy about some of those punches that bounced off him.
Well, but John knows he's in this other fighter's hometown. He's going to win this fight. He can't wait for the referee to win it for him.
Okay, break.
He's doing a real clutching job at the moment, is Lark.
Don't hold him.
Now he gets the warning for holding beyond the head.
Phillips got to time him. He's got to get past those power punches from the outside. And John, he's got to time him coming in. Nice body work by Holiday.
Yes, Holiday will work on the body.
Okay,
He's a good body puncher. He keeps him going in there. That's how he beat Julio. He kept going in, boring in, and bashing into the body. And eventually wore him down. But there's a good right hand from Lark that landed.
John Lark's best punch of the night. John seems to lose his balance a little bit trying to throw that right hand. He might be getting a little overzealous, trying to hurt Philip Holiday.
Holiday's not an easy man to hurt. He's taken some good shots from good fighters during his time, and he hasn't been on the canvas yet.
Okay.
Well, that's the end of a pretty tough, exciting round two. Interesting, the hard work that referee Ramirez is putting in here. 2 years ago he came to this country as a judge in one of the biggest upsets of all time. He was a judge when Vianney Bungu beat the hitherto unbeaten superstar Kennedy McKinney. I'm just hoping he's not here as a man for another upset.
Well, I don't know what the odds makers have in this fight, but it's got to be very close.
Thank you.
As far as John really is, other than landing a good right-hand counter in that round, he's not really letting his hands go.
What?
He's throwing his left with his right hand and he's catching with his right hand because you
You have to protect yourself for his. You know, I am watching, but you have to protect yourself.
Fun. You're fun. No, but it's your time for me.
Okay, round three. Round three. Stay there. Hey, hey. Come on, come on.
Round three coming up.
Come on.
Ramirez, I really feel like he's trying to take control of this fight early on.
Hey, 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 hey. Break, huh?
A little bit of eagerness coming on both sides here.
John Lark's got to get that jab moving. He can't just, you know, look for one right-hand shot if he wants to win this fight, or he's going to really leave it up. He's got to get busier with his hands because Philip Holliday's got that great work rate, unless John's just looking for a one punch to win this fight by knockout.
Well, it's hard to beat Holliday with a one-punch showdown because Holliday can take a shot. He takes it well.
Hey, 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 hey.
He's active all the time. He's in there and he's banging away. And when he gets in close with those body shots, he gradually wears you down. That's a good right hand from him, Mark. A little bit off target and went more onto the shoulder and to the neck.
Hey, hey. What's him? You are pushing me.
Lark is really looking for a one-punch shot here. He's sort of pawing with his left hand, not making much use of it, hoping that he can get him with one right hand.
And Holliday working his way in. I mean, how can he be butting if he's jabbing to the body?
Well, if anything, Lark is pulling him into it most of the time. He's got one arm around his elbow and the other arm around his neck and pulling him all the time.
And although John seems disdainful of Phillips' punches, they're building up points at all times in this fight. Malcolm Garrett telling his fighter in the corner, don't let him come forward. I mean, if you can back up Philip Holliday, you can beat him. But thus far, John's made no attempt to do that, even though he seems to be, you know...
Well, he's certainly not an easy man to back up, this Holliday, because he's got a lot of force, a lot of power. He's a strong young man, and he keeps coming in on you.
He's got every right in the world to work that free hand, Leonard. I mean, John, you know, Muhammad Ali for years used to grab his opponent and hold him in, and, you know, because he was the greatest of all time, referees used to let him have his way with it. But I don't think John comes in with that kind of advance notice.
That's Lark getting the ticked off there for Holliday. Oh, a good right hand over the top from Holliday. That's a good punch, and another one goes through. Finding his target at long range. Jabs his left, and he's catching Lark pretty neatly now.
Right. He's really doing exactly what he wants to do in this fight, otherwise being admonished from the referee early on.
Good work coming in from Holliday. He's working at double pace here. He's putting on the pressure, and he's keeping Lark going backwards, and that's what he's got to keep doing. Well, here we have a little bit of the slow motion. You see how in the close range there, Holliday's doing his best to get those shots off, but he's finding it not easy at times because Lark is so intent on punching and getting in and mauling. Lark's left hand work is surprising me because it's not good.
That excellent looping right hand by Philip Holliday put an exclamation point on his best round of the fight, although I've got him winning the first three.
He's going to get fine down. He's going to get done. Okay, where's the top?
The interesting thing that goes on here is, well, you may know better than I do if Lark is the durable type, because Holliday certainly is. No, he has an idea. He wants through a piece by Martina Navratilova on what she eats and how that's helped her through all those long, tedious tennis matches. He's followed it all the way through. He's a really Navratilova type. Another good left hand from Holliday that counts.
Lark really tried to open up with his punches there, but he missed from the top out of Philip Holliday rolling underneath him.
Here
John tries to get off that jab and scores nicely with it. That's what he's got to do. He's got to set up that right hand with the jab. He can't just look to pot shot Philip with one fight. Holiday in there, working his free hand.
break. Come on, break.
Holiday certainly not giving Lark any chance to settle down. He's good at this, is Holiday. That's what he did against Julio. Kept him there and kept him going backwards. And you can't get off your best shots if a man's pushing you around like this.
This is what Philip does for a living.
Okay, break.
You mean he'd make a good panel beater?
Hey, okay, break. Come on.
He's working nicely here. Beginning of every round, John seems to try to get some punches off and keep Philip off him, but as the round progresses, he stops in the minute Philip comes in, John puts both his hands over his head.
Good left hand right across his Lark's face there. Lark's not doing it. Oh, good right hand back on the point. Lark staggered back from that. Holiday throwing so many punches that Lark can't really get going.
He almost trapped him with a jab right there. It was more of an off-balance thing, but it's the way he breaks John Lark's rhythm with that punch is as significant as the punch landing.
Because he's certainly showing up Lark's limitations in this round.
Come on, break.
John's spending too much energy conversating with the referee.
Okay, break. Come on.
The referee certainly having plenty to say.
Lark cut over the eye.
Okay, break. Come on.
Come on, says the referee. Keep going. Oh, there goes Holiday. His punching is far more accurate now. He's got his rhythm, his range going. He's finding his target. Lark not looking too happy about things. Does throw a good right hand at the front. Absorbs it quite comfortably and keeps coming forward into him.
Nice 1-2 by Lark, but
break. That's it.
definitely not enough. He's got to start every exchange like that. John's just not the kind of a leverage fighter that fights very well on the inside. If he hits you with his punch on the end of it, just like Julio, he can knock your brains out. But Holliday's not giving him that opportunity.
You can see on the other too that Lark would be a lot happier if he could be going more forward than he is. He's been pushed backwards a little bit too much for his own liking. Nice body shot from Lark. He ran with a good left hook to the body. That was definitely a good round for Holiday.
Well, Holliday's having it all his own way in this fight thus far, and John Lark's got a bad, he's got a cut in a bad position. I don't know how bad the cut is. I thought he had a cut, maybe he doesn't. They don't seem to be working on it.
All you got to do is settle down a little bit. He's wide open for right hands. You know, you might have to throw some lead right hands. All right? Just settle down. That's all you got to do.
Come and enjoy. Come on, you had hard work in the gym, man. Do your thing. Don't be sluggish, okay? Be more snappy. And take it back.
Okay, second now.
I like the way Malcolm Garrett's telling John Lark in the corner, you just got to settle down and hit him with right hands. Maybe that would be the answer, but he's not getting much chance to do it. He's not getting a chance to settle down for a start.
Well, he doesn't want to panic, and panic his fighter. And he knows he's a long way home from home, and, you know, John's chance really